Reverse auto-reloading light tank. How does that sound, ladies and gentlemen? Because this is exactly what Wargaming is working on right now. And also, Tier 9 Swedish siege mode tank destroyer Latta Stridsfordon. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name super hardcore, but guys, those two tanks are going to be our main guests in today's video, and without further ado, let's jump right into it, because I really wanted to show you both of those tanks, because both of them are very unique, and they are tier 9, so those could be straight out premium tanks, or also reward vehicles for some events, I don't know, like Battle Pass event, or Ranked Battles event, or some other events, and they, as I said, are very unique in many different ways. So let's start with the light tank, tier 9 Soviet light tank called ST-62 version 2, and of course keep in mind, every time we are covering the Supertest vehicles, everything is subject to change, characteristics are not final, they could buff it, they could nerf it, but usually we get quite a clear picture of what they are thinking about doing with those tanks at least, so we get the main idea for sure. So the firepower on ST-62 version 2, 300 alpha damage with APCR or heat as the secondary round, or the primo round, and 400 alpha with high explosive. Penetration numbers 221, 270 and 50. 270 heat pen on a tier 9 light tank with the primo round. Are you crazy, guys? Like, we just had Char MLE 75, whose primo penetration is 240 and it is APCR round, or 240 on AMX 1390, 250 on D54 lightweight. So to have 270 on a light tank with auto-reloading gun mechanic, this is quite nutty, I would say so. Because you also have the auto-reloading gun system, as I said before. Reload times 9 seconds, 13 seconds and 16 seconds. So this, as I mentioned, is the reverse autoloader, like on IS-3A, not like on Progetto 46 or Progetto 65. The less shells you have in the magazine, the faster your reload time is. So basically the best way to use it to get the maximum DPM is, if you have full magazine, you empty your clip as soon as you can, right? You have the reload time between shot is, where is it, 2.5 seconds, so you can empty your clip in 5 seconds, and after that you just start banging with the empty clip, because your reload time is the fastest, 9 seconds on a light tank, right? 300 alpha. Shells in the magazine free, aiming time 2.5 seconds, is quite long actually for a light tank, so not the best gun handling, and accuracy as well, 0.38, not the best gun handling, but you know, ELC doesn't have the best gun handling, Char MLE doesn't have the best gun handling, and those are still doing okay. Well, ELC has actually, I think, the biggest potato gun in the game, but this one, high penetration as well. Gun elevation angles, -6 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation. Gun depression definitely is the weaker part over here in the gun handling, because this limits your play in many positions, in many situations, but it is not -5. You know, -6, I guess, workable, right? And 55 shells in total it can carry. So the firepower, auto-reloading gun, high penetration, 300 alpha, what do you say about that, ladies and gentlemen? And 2.5 second reload time between shots as well. I definitely think they're going to tune something over here. Maybe the reload time between shots or something is... I smell... Can you smell it as well? I smell a little rebalancing under the firepower. So the mobility, this is a light tank, mobility definitely is super important. 65 drop speed, 25 moving backwards, 600 horsepower engine, and 31.6 powered weight ratio. Hull traverse speed 60 is very good, and turret traverse 52 is also very good. So it is quite a mobile tank. Not the fastest light tank, definitely not the fastest, but not the slowest either. Then the survivability, 1250 hit points, hull armor 80, 50, 40, hull nominal armor value, or the base armor value, is not anything good. It is, you know, it's lighting after all, but it is nicely sloped in the front, so it can get some bounces, but it depends how big it is. You know, from the pictures we cannot really get the understanding of how big it is. If it is as big as ELC even 90, well, you know, it's nuts. And turret 190, 70 and 50, and seems to have a little bit of slopey action as well, but not too much. So It is not going to be impenetrable, maybe tough, depends on the size. View range 390 meters, so for a light tank it is definitely not, it doesn't have the best view range, and signal range 730 meters. 4 crew members, commander, driver, gunner and loader, as per usual for the Soviet light tanks as well, so you can easily use your current T100LT or T54 lightweight or LT432s crew members inside his tank as well. So this is ST62 version 2. What is the camo of this vehicle? I honestly did not receive the information. It's one of the most important things, of course, on the light tank, but so far we do not have the camo value of this tank, which is a bit sucky. If I get more information, of course, I'm going to share that with you. In the meantime, you let me know what you think about this vehicle in the comment section down below, because we are moving on to the next vehicle, Latta Stridsfordon, and you have to correct me in the comment section, because I feel like I'm pronouncing it so wrong. It is not even funny. But it is a tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. Like other top tier tank destroyers of this nation, it has the siege mode ability, says Wargaming. Switching to the mode takes 2 seconds, while switching back takes 1.3 seconds. Alright, so let's have a look what Latta Stridsfordon has to offer. It looks like a fat Judas. I don't know. It looks like Judas 03 after holidays. It is just my personal opinion. Firepower, 420 alpha, nice, 420 blaze it, or 530 with high explosive, 290 standard penetration, 330 with heat, and 60 with high explosive. So penetration value is definitely very juicy, like on every single Swedish tank destroyer, basically the highest penetrations in the game. And 330 with heat, so this one actually gets heat, like the STRVs, you know, the tier 9, tier 10, those get 2 different APCR rounds, and it is good to have different type of ammunitions, actually, I would say so. Right, so 330 with the heat, extra 40 millimeters of penetration. But now let's talk about the gun handling, because this is where this tank is different to the tech tree STRVs, like STRV 1030 or 1030B, because over here you have different reload time as well while you are in or outside the siege mode. While you are in the travel mode, your reload time is 12 seconds. And while you are in the siege mode, your reload time is a lot faster, 8.5 seconds, so quite a bit extra DPM right over there. Same goes to the aiming time. Instead of having 3 seconds in the siege mode, you have 2-second aiming time, and dispersion as well, 0.4 compared to the 0.35. So it is definitely, looking at those stats once again, it is definitely not the most accurate tank destroyer or not the most accurate siege mode tank we have in the game, but this is because of the extra alpha damage, and I guess because of extra penetration as well with the heat round. And the siege mode, the reload times are different because of the siege mode mobility. More about that in a second. Gun elevation, minus 10 degrees of max gun depression, 12 degrees of gun elevation, gun traverse speed, 16 degrees per second, turret traverse angle is 4 degrees, so you can actually work with your gun outside the siege mode as well a bit, and I guess this is one other reason why you have different reload times and gun handling. Ammo capacity, 40 shells in total. Mobility, and here you can see the once again the big difference between this and Tech 3 STRVs. Outside the siege mode, in the travel mode, you have 60-40, which is fantastic, you know, very fast tank destroyer. But inside the siege mode, you do not lose like 90% of your mobility, but you actually have some maneuverability. 20 forward, 20 backwards inside the siege mode. This is a big thing. Some vehicles do not even go that fast without any special modes, you know? Like T95 gets that type of mobility every single time, or forward speed, not reverse speed. It has 380 horsepower engine, giving it 19 power to weight ratio, so very light tank to have this type of power to weight ratio with only 380 horsepower engine. Do not expect this one having any armor. Hull traverse speed 50 degrees per second, turret traverse speed 16 as we said before. Hull pitch is forward backwards 4 and 5 degrees forward and backwards. Switching to siege mode as I said before as well is 2 seconds, and switching to travel mode is faster 1.3 seconds. So like on the Char MLE 75 right now, if you want to go into the camo mode, stealthy mode, it takes you 3 seconds to enter that mode, but to go into the turbo mode it takes only 1 second. So kinda same type of treatment over here. Survivability 1600 hit points, hull armor 40, 20 and 20. So it needs 121 plus caliber gun to overmatch it, like STRVs, some STRVs as well. Turret armor 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. View range 360 meters, very low view range, so Pinos is basically needed over here. I would say coated optics is not going to cut it, so Pinos like on some other STRV tanks of course. It has 3 crew members, commander, driver and radio operator, so someone is doing the gunning, someone is doing the loading. Those crew members are very busy over there. And the APCR heat HE, this is what I mentioned before as well, and this is the Stridsfordon, Latta Stridsfordon, something like that. Did I do better, guys? Did I do better? Did I pronounce it better? What do you think about this vehicle as well? Please let me know in the comment section down below, yay or nay. Like to see that or not? How are those tanks going to be released? I do not know that. Does Wargaming know that right now? I'm not sure. Maybe they have an idea. But tier 9 both could be straight out premium tanks as well, even though we already have one tier 8 siege mode premium tank destroyer in the Swedish line, STRVS1, so it wouldn't make sense this one being a complete premium tank. Maybe a battle pass reward tank could be. I could see this being a battle pass reward tank as well. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, guys. That is me done. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all. Stay awesome. Have the best 2023. And I catch you next time. Bye bye.